Trading is an open sea of infinite opportunities.
A new asset class.
Finally happened. How many years?
Primarily a speculative, volatile asset.
Blockchain revolution, this decentralized revolution, is going to change the way we live.
I had an airdrop before. I made 10K off it, free, completely free. It could be the CIA, it could be Mossad, it could be KGB, it could be anyone, you know?
Like, why care about this girl who does not give a shit? She literally wouldn't care if you got sent to a war and died in a ditch right now, but you're there happy because she won awards. She doesn't care about it.
30% of Korea's GDP is from hacking.
Is it really?
A lot of these problems we solve with people showing each other love rather than hate.
You got robbed for 45,000. What was the situation?
I lost 45K, yeah, right.
So who to and what?
It's called Pink Drainer, basically. It's 45K in crypto in US dollars. And what it is basically...
How did you get... So just talk me through how you got lured in first. Like, talk me through the story so like I understand. So you woken up on this Saturday morning, right?
Yeah, Saturday morning. That was my friend's stag do.
Yep.
So I was just chilled out anyways. Woke up in the morning like half asleep.
And you've gone to what?
And
I'll just ask you like I'm asking you.
Yeah,
right?
cool.
So where do you get... What happened?
So I've just gone on my phone. I've just seen Twitter, airdrop live. So I've clicked on it now. And it's a guy called IncomeSharks.
And you followed him for a long time?
Yeah, followed him for a long time. He does some good calls.
You made money from him before?
Yeah, I made money, from what he's posted. I've got research from what he's posted.
You ever spoken to him directly?
Nah, I just follow him on Twitter, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, and how did you come to even follow him in the first place?
Someone in my group chat recommended me to him. Just he finds like microcap crypto coins. And if you don't know what a microcap is, it's basically one with a small, small cap, basically.
And the advantage is that you could jump up significant.
Yeah, so you got a big upside. So if you bought a coin when it had, let's just say 100K market cap, it's not hard to get it to 1 million.
Okay.
That's a 10x. So
you've had big runs on them before.
Oh yeah.
Was it from him?
I had one airdrop. I think he'd shared a link. I had an airdrop before where I made 10K off it, free, completely free from just
serious.
Yeah, just clicking buttons.
And to do with him as well.
Not to do with him, but I was that was my last airdrop I got, which was 10K, like literally free.
But just understand, every time you do an airdrop, do you potentially risk screwing your wallet?
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah. 100%.
So you essentially, if you don't do an airdrop, you need a new wallet.
Yeah, you should have a spare wallet to do airdrops in. Yeah.
Okay. So this guy posts about an airdrop.
Yeah.
What's his name?
IncomeSharks.
IncomeSharks.
Yeah, Income 500,000 followers on Twitter.
Mad. Okay, so IncomeSharks posts this, and this is all relevant because some craziness has happened recently, right?
Yeah.
But what happens next?
So what happened is he said, airdrop for my community. Click the link below. Clicked. I was a bit dubious. I looked at it. There's a few comments. So like, oh, thanks, blah, blah. We appreciate you, this, that, and the other.
And this is all before you had a coffee. Kind of like
first thing in the morning. I didn't even have a coffee. If I had a coffee, it wouldn't have happened.
But like, this is like, you're just seeing like, oh, this is work kind of thing. It's bots probably.
Yeah. I was just led back on the sofa. I was like, okay, click it. And it seemed legit. The website was in his theme. It was called like Shark Airdrop or something. Had all his theme colors. He's got a blue tick next to his name, so I think he can't have been hacked. He's got the blue tick,
And then it takes, so after you like take the airdrop, takes what, like 5 minutes or something, do you realize?
So I clicked the airdrop. It said, click the link to claim, sign on your wallet. So I signed it. And what normally happens, MetaMask is a bit glitchy sometimes. So sometimes it might refresh you a few times. Like you need to sign it 2-3 times.
And is that the processing?
MetaMask is a wallet.
Okay,
so it's
the
a
wallet,
Web3 wallet where my money was, And normally I've had it for multiple years. I've had it for, I don't know, since 2019, 2018. Never been hacked. I'm pretty clued up, pretty screwed on to see like fake ones. I've had some really good fake ones and I've narrowly avoided them, like done a bit of scrutiny. It's never happened to me. So I'm at that complacent stage, when you haven't been burnt yet. Right,
okay.
So then I clicked it, signed it, and then like refreshed again, sign, and then I'm like, it's changed from BSC, which is Binance Smart Chain, to Ethereum. I'm like, that's weird. Like, why would they give an airdrop in 2 chains? And then I've like, hold on, reject. Looked at my wallet. All my dollars are gone, like 35K. I had 10K of Pepe. If you remember, I made that nice little run on Pepe. So that went like 10K of Pepe. And then I was just like,
So his whole thing is that he's telling basically that he got hacked and therefore someone, whoever the hacker was, made something that looked like it was IncomeSharks.
Yeah.
So that, but in act, he could have been a double agent is what.
Yeah, he could have pretended he got hacked because he's claiming he got SIM swap. Do you know what SIM swap is?
No.
So this is dangerous. To be fair, I'm kind of like preparing myself in case it happens to me, and you should too, because your details are out there, So what someone could do is You know, you get 2FA, for example, if you log into your Insta, you could reset code to your text message. So what someone could do is, hi, my name's James, blah, blah, give your surname, give your address, give your date of birth. I've lost my phone, I need a new SIM card. Bang, they send him a SIM card. Now, this guy can reset all your stuff.
They wouldn't send it to another address, would they? They would send it to so you'd have to have a bent postman, is that right?
No, you don't need a bent postman, but that would help. But people have people working inside of these networks, you know? Like,
okay. How do you prevent this then?
This is a problem. KYC, he's claiming he got hacked by KYC, and I believe him because he only got the blue tick a week before, right? So when he's applied, he sent his ID off, he sent his phone number. So now they have all his details. All they need is someone who works in his network to send a reset for Twitter, reset for his Discord, reset for his Telegram. You know, Telegram works off a text message to log in. So someone SIM swaps you, your bank, your social media, your email, everything is compromised.
All right. So you believe him on that occasion then, but what's making you think that maybe he's...
So I went on Twitter again yesterday, and last time he got hacked, he made an alternative account called IncomeSharks Alt. My main account's been hacked. I'm using this to raise awareness. I went onto Twitter yesterday. He's on the IncomeSharks alternate again, saying, my main account's been hacked again. I've been SIM swapped again. I'm just thinking, like, last time he made 100K plus off this thing. And, you know, last time he got hacked, he said, I will reimburse everyone out of my own pocket. I feel terrible that I got hacked. I should, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to help everyone out. And he didn't. I messaged him a couple of times. He didn't reply to me, you know. So now he's done it again. So I'm thinking, like...
Bro, if you got phone hacked, because that would compromise all of your stuff that you take seriously, like, not just people's, like, money where they could screw people, your own, like, everything.
Oh, yeah.
Why wouldn't you change your address so that they couldn't corroborate your details? You could change your address with the carrier or change carrier. Like, how's that happened a second time?
Yeah, you should get a different phone number and maybe register it to someone else's name or not have it KYC'd.
It stinks, bro, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's suspicious, isn't it?
Have you heard any like rumors or like anyone saying they've been burned yet from this guy?
Yeah, there's people on there like, oh, I lost all my crypto, oh, I lost my savings. It looks so legit, you know what I mean? Because it looks so legit, bro. It's themed with his Sharks logo, everything, the Telegram, and bro, the Discord now. He's writing in the Discord, guys, I've got my account back. So anyone who's lost money, DM me and I'll help you out. Blah 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 blah. So he's double hacked. So they're claiming now that we've got our account back, but he's saying on his account, no, they've hacked my Discord and they're pretending I've got it back so they could do people over again.
All right, so let's to give him the benefit of the doubt. How would this have come about, and who do you reckon would have targeted him? Like, because this is such heavy. It doesn't seem like. So someone's gone out their way to somehow get his address and numbers again. He didn't even change them over from the last time. You'd think you'd be diligent enough to. And they've managed to get his SIM card again using his information, the KYC stuff.
Yeah, so there's obviously an insider on Twitter because he's verified it happened a week after. So there's an insider who's working for Twitter in the KYC department. And the company which actually verifies KYC for Twitter is an Israeli company, you know. So they might have links to like whatever, you know. So it's kind of dangerous anyway, verifying yourself on X/Twitter because that's a company which is known, a country which is known for infiltrate. It's like kind of like China. Like you have a company there, there's a chance that the government might get your data, you know?
Right, yeah. You don't want government to have your data if you can help it.
Yeah, and especially when you're sending in scans of your passport and scans of your driving license, like that could be used for anything, you know? You could be framed. Yeah,
that's like if you get wrongfully arrested, you want your information off of the system. They don't have a right to your information. You never agreed for government to use it.
Yeah, so that's the first problem. KYCing on all these websites, all these crypto sites, like they're based in like Korea, China, like Europe, like Spain, wherever. People shouldn't have your data because with that data, now it's got one point of attack, which is your SIM carrier. So if someone has your data, they could reset your SIM card. With your SIM card, they could reset all your socials. You lose all your privacy, your money. You know what I mean? You're very vulnerable when someone SIM swaps you. They can empty your whole bank account out.
Bro, if you don't care about scamming people, I'm just playing out him in his head is, well, he can never get caught, right? Because he could even give his password away to someone who's doing it for him, and then they just take all the money. The crypto never even goes near him. You can get it all off the system.
He's got an alibi. I got hacked.
Yeah, and that's just a way of getting a free $100,000.
And think of all the people that we know who scam, right? Or scams that have happened in the past. Why did they happen? Because they've been scammed and then they scam to get their money back. Like all the people I know who do fraud, it's because they got frauded once and then they turn to it. Same way he might have been hacked legitimately first time. Now he's like, I'll pretend to get hacked. That guy made a lot of money, you know?
And like justification sinks in where you could be like, you know what? It's Wild West out there, so I'm just doing what other people would do to these guys anyway.
Yeah. They're going to lose it one way or the other, you know?
Yeah.
So it's mad. So there's a chance it could be him. It's a chance he could be innocent, but it's sinister anyway because see these crypto hacks. So the app which drains your wallet is called Pink Drainer, and someone's invented it and they sell it out to other people basically, and it's drained a ridiculous amount of money.
So it's an app you can just buy on the free market to steal from people.
Yeah, pretty much. The guy puts his Telegram up. Like, if you want to buy Pink Drainer, you could use it, and this drained millions and millions and millions.
So is he a criminal for making this piece of software, or he's not the one actually doing it? So it's not.
It's not actually a criminal offense to make the software. Like, code can't be criminal technically unless you use it for something criminal. You know.
You couldn't be like intent or conspiracy. I guess he's not conspiring to do anything.
Well,
he just made a piece of code, didn't he?
The guy from Amsterdam who coded Tornado Cash, which is basically a Bitcoin mixing software.
What do you mean by that? By Bitcoin mixing software?
For example, if you want to, because Bitcoin is, people think it's anonymous. It's not. It's the easiest thing in the world. Like, for example, I don't know where you've used your card unless I log into your back end of your banking app or I'm law enforcement. But Bitcoin, if I know your address, for example, I know your sort code account number, I could go online and I can see everyone you sent the money to. I can see. It's not going to tell me what names they are, but it's going to tell me all the addresses you sent money to, when you received it, how much is in your wallet, you know?
So then if you catch someone red-handed with a wallet or something, then you can track it all the way back.
Yeah, you could be like, oh, you sent money to this person, and then we worked out this person, you know what I mean? It's easily traceable. So what this Tornado Cash thing did is everyone sends their coin in there and their output address, and it mixes everyone's coins up and then sends it out.
Wow, that's a cool piece of
So
software.
yeah, so it's like a tumble dryer, basically.
That's sick,
so like
bro.
it just flings it out in different directions, and then you kind of, you know?
Because also, you were saying the other day, bro, like, I don't want to go off a topic, we'll go back onto that just straight away, but this is still on the Bitcoin, is that it could be clandestine who owns Bitcoin in the first place, right?
Yeah.
Who started it.
Yeah, could be a guy who actually worked for the CIA said, if we wanted to honey trap someone, like honeypot someone, Bitcoin is something that we'd invent to watch how criminals move money, how they launder it, how they move from A to B, because it's a completely transparent ledger, you know? So that, like, chances are it could be like a cyberpunk, it could be the CIA, it could be Mossad, it could be KGB, it could be anyone, you know? There's a guy, Craig Wright, today actually is in court claiming that he invented Bitcoin, but he's a scammer too. Craig Wright, inventor of BSV, basically, he forked it. He's not the owner. He's not Satoshi Nakamoto.
What do you mean by forked it?
So what happened is Bitcoin is on a smaller block size, so that means that transactions are a bit slower, and at one point, if you own more than 50% of the miners, you could fork it, so you could upgrade the block size so it's faster. All these, you could modify the code basically.
Okay.
And this Craig Wright, he forked into BSV, and he claiming he invented the original BTC, and he's Satoshi Nakamoto, but he's not. There's a wallet with 1 million Bitcoins sat there, and he's like, if I win the case, I'll move that 1 million Bitcoins to prove it's mine. But like, why wouldn't you just move it beforehand to prove it's yours, you know?
And is he big time, this guy, then?
Oh yeah, he's worth like hundreds of mils now. Like, people buy into his crap, but I could put my life on it. He's not Satoshi.
Right, okay. Who do you reckon is, if you had to bet?
If I had to bet, I forgot his name, the British guy who's passed away now. Or there's a Russian guy who's on the Link team.
So do you reckon this CIA Mossad is just a reach? It's not really any of that?
It could be, but we'll never know, you know? It could easily be anyone. There's not any solid proof.
Can I give you my point of view that I was just thinking then, is that if in 2010, what I heard a lot of people say during these booms of Bitcoin is Bitcoin was never designed to be used the way it's being used, like to this volume, and that's why it's so expensive and so slow on the transactions. So by that design, the CIA didn't intend for it to be this big, so therefore, unless it was just a clandestine little operation they set up initially.
Yeah.
Could it have been clandestine initially, do you think? But not many people got nicked off it, though, did they? Did anyone get nicked off of it, really?
No, I think you got a good argument for that. It's, you know what the intention of making it was? A few people tried making it as something called like gold cash back in like the 90s or whatever.
Yeah, I know that.
To back. So, and the intention of making it in just after 2008 was because of the housing crisis and the rapid, you know, the inflation with dollars. So this is
So it's actually a good move. It's actually an anti-establishment. It probably is anti-establishment.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think it's like some cyberpunks.
But then no one envisaged that this triangulating wallets could be an issue too. It's like everything presents problems down the line, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's nearly perfect.
Yeah, but even then, you still got like layers to cover it. There's a lot of protocols coming out now which cover and prevent that. And the whole point of it being used on Silk Road, which is what blew it up technically, and got people into using it.
Silk Road's the drug place.
Yeah, Silk Road is a drug place. And the whole reason that did really well was because...
Just for viewers that don't know, it's basically like the Amazon of drugs for online,
yeah,
right?
the first like online marketplace of drugs, and it blew up like crazy. Like the FBI, CIA have the confiscated bitcoins from Silk Road, and it's in the billions, you know?
So a lot of these geezers, like the geezer that potentially scam more people recently than scam you reckon, or maybe he scam you, maybe he's legit. Would these people have been trading on Silk Road, you reckon, back in the day? Or do you reckon they got into it when it became an investment thing?
Yeah, I think they probably got into it after. Like, I've met a few people who were like, I had hundreds of bitcoins back in 2009. I was buying weed from Silk Road, and I used it all. I'm so annoyed. Like, people were mining it from USB sticks, like hundreds of coins a day, mind.
Wow.
Like, you could get 100 coins. He's like, oh yeah, I mined 100 coins a day on my laptop. And he goes, I spent it all on weed. If I held even just one, I'd be laughing right now, you know?
That's so mad,
isn't it?
So... what is the likelihood of this guy being legitimately a victim of KYC fraud, or what?
So I think the things to address here is there's either a Twitter insider and someone on the SIM card company is an insider, and he's got 500,000 followers. He probably isn't the person responsible for it. It might be someone in like Korea or something. You know, 30% of Korea's GDP, like North Korea's GDP, is from hacking.
Is it really?
They've done like something like 2 billion in stealing from crypto people.
Why is that?
Well, they don't have like they're kind of embargoed by the whole world, you know.
So this is like one of the ways that you can make a decent trade without having to have any sanctions agreeing or letting you.
Yeah, they're just hackers, aren't they? They're just trained there. There's probably just a room full of hundreds and thousands of them, like trolling people online, hacking, sending out spam emails, all sorts.
So are they notoriously good on computers then? North Korea, because I swear like hacking is hard work and it's heavy metal. So if that's like something that they're famous for as a nation, is it like that they have an average? A higher average computer use than us?
Yeah, well, I think it's state sponsors. Obviously, they don't have many trades out there. You know, they don't have many. I haven't heard of many advancements which come out of North Korea. Like they've learned to make nukes, which is pretty crazy for a country which is like embargoed by the whole world.
Right.
But yeah, they've obviously state sponsored it, so they've trained people, and you know, what might be one of the only jobs you can get over there. You know, apart from farming and breaking rocks or whatever they do.
What do you reckon about this guy then? Do you reckon he's a fraudster or not?
Personally, no.
No.
I think he's been hacked again. He seems quite frustrated about it, but you would pretend to be, wouldn't you, anyway?
What's he saying so far? Because we should touch back on the next episode to come back to this so we can do a progress update. Because if he's this is what we should do. If he's a fraudster, we need to expose it. And if he's been a victim of fraud, then we need to try and get the truth on it, because too many people get burned, bro.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
It's mad, isn't it? And we're going into a time where we are never going to have needed money more than we're going to need it. You've got people out there like trying to do other people over his horse. So I think if that's happening, we should bring a light to it. And like the other episode as well, that was a good one. And like a lot of people tune into that, bro. I think it's like nearly 4K.
Yeah, there's too many people making money from draining wallets way too easily. So the awareness needs to be raised.
And acting like it's righteous too, man. That I can't think of anything worse than trying to say that, yeah, but I stole from people, so I'm going to steal from people. Bro, have you ever seen that movie? Like, even if you're not religious, like, pay it forward. Like, do nice and nice comes back.
Yeah.
Like, people can't be, like, maybe if you're nice to someone one time, maybe they can still be a rat to you. But if you consistently nice to them, in the end, they have to be nice back.
Yeah.
Like, why are you trying to get poisoned? I got robbed, so now I need to rob everyone else. That's such a ratty way to think, bro. Such pathetic. No accountability.
Yeah, so, yeah, I agree with you, definitely. I think a lot of these problems we solve with people showing each other love rather than hate.
Definitely, man.
But yeah, he's tweeted here, tempted to start messaging Graphic, because basically Twitter's taking so long to get his account back. You'd think if you told him my account's hacked, they'd just freeze it.
Yeah.
It's the same thing happened to my friend. He got his Insta hacked, and they're messaging all his friends, and he's like trying to get through to them, and he can't even find like a quick response email or a live chat to say I've been hacked. They're like trying to hack my friends, you know, because what they do is, once they got one account, they'll DM other people like, hey, bro, I've been locked out of my account and I don't have my phone on me. Can I send you a text message for a reset and you send me the code?
Yeah.
So if I send that message to you, hey, Joe, my account's been hacked. I don't have my phone on me. Can I send you a text?
No way.
And then you're going to read me out the code, and then I'm going to get into your account. And I'm going to do the same to you, to all your friends, and then get more accounts.
my colleague here, his mum got done the same way. Like they text from his phone saying, "Can I have the code?" It wasn't him.
Yeah.
But like I say this because someone did that with our accounts as well. We got done for 5,000 or 4,200 like 2 years ago from that same thing. I say that now I would never ask you to send money via text. You'll hear it from my voice.
Yeah.
But even then though, now like AI, in 2 years time, we're probably gonna be sat here, bro, saying, "Yo, you will only ever see me do it."
Bro, the AI is so crazy. There's an app now. If me and you talk into it for a minute, we can write it a script, and then we just type up what it would save time. Like we wouldn't even have to have this podcast. We just type up our script. I reply, he replies. We just sit at home.
Scary.
It's crazy, isn't it? So
what's this guy saying now as well?
So yeah, I think banks and all these other social media accounts have got to update their systems because AI and the tools you can use now is crazy. So he's saying, I'm tempted to start messaging graphic images to my main account so maybe they'll take things seriously and lock it down so I can take it back. Twitter sure worked fast to stop AI images of Taylor Swift from circulating. Do you see that?
No.
So people made a load of lewd images of Taylor Swift with AI, and it became like an outrage because, you know, Taylor Swift's like Biden's little worker, isn't she?
Does he actually really work for Biden?
Yeah, she's kind of state sponsored. Like they've like groomed her to get votes from young people. They used her before.
Bro, I don't want to divert off of this crypto. Like, we don't want to lose you listeners, but like, I just say this. This morning I was seeing all this parade saying like, she wins a load more awards. And I thought, how is everyone like cheering her on, bro? You're sat here barely able to support yourself and feed yourself. And you're happy that this one person won an award. Like, you should put that energy into yourself. Like, why care about this girl who does not give a shit about you? She literally wouldn't care if you got sent to a war and died in a ditch right now, but you're there happy because she won awards. She doesn't care about you. You're paying for what? You should literally stop supporting these people who are supporting the politicians. Scum.
Yeah, they're selling themselves out.
Scum, man. So it's disgusting.
So he's messaged, this is a miserable situation I don't see getting resolved. It's hard staying optimistic, knowing every second you can't get back into your account. Others are suffering. Not a single person capable of helping me to do a damn thing. At Elon Premium Twitter. Like, you think if you pay for Twitter Premium, you'd have like a quick response, you know?
Yeah.
And
well, Elon seems to be a horse as well.
Bro, there's so many scams on Twitter. It's crazy, especially with crypto stuff. So this airdrop thing, he's been hacked and people believed it. But on normal posts, within a minute of someone posting, the first comment will be bots. Like, for example, say you're running the Ethereum page, yeah? And Vitalik announces, oh, there's a new upgrade thing, and it'll be like, within minutes, there'll be a message underneath, claim your free Ethereum for an upgrade. You know, it's crazy. Like, oh, for free airdrop, claim your Ethereum, blah, 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 bang. And so the website looks legit.
So, bro, you tell me what makes me think you can't basically take anything on Twitter. How do you operate on Twitter without getting rolled?
So,
how are people, if they want to do it?
So, you know what? Not rushing into things. That's the first thing. But all scams in life, it's rush. Like, have you ever been scammed in the street, like on holiday or whatever? People are rushing, like, quick, I gotta go. Like, think about every time you've been scammed, there's a rush, you know? If you don't rush, you don't get scammed. That's my first thing. Okay. I think of every time you've been rolled, have you been in a rush or like...
But is there any reason why an airdrop demands time and pace? So, like...
There's always a deadline on airdrops, but the thing is, if you wait like a couple hours and there's comments, someone will say, I got hacked, stay away, or comments will be disabled as well. So that's another thing you got to look out for. They'll disable comments so people can't expose it.
Okay, so I heard a quote on Bodo Kemper. He goes, a deal will always wait and a fool will always rush in. Will the deal always wait, or do you sometimes need to rush in?
Yeah, the deal will wait with airdrops, yeah. Okay. 100%. I mean, you might lose, even a trade, you might lose 10% because you're waiting. You wait a day, you know what I mean? You're not going to miss out. Okay. So take your time, read the comment section, don't ever rush into it. And
so for this time, is there a question mark on the geezer, or would you say, yeah, trust him?
I think I trust him personally, but he didn't help me get my money back, even though he said, I'm going to reimburse everyone directly who's been hacked.
And what's his name? IncomeSharks with a Z on it?
Nah, IncomeSharks, just with an S.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, he's still out of his account, and there's definitely someone who's compromised within Twitter, you know? And it's obvious because before even Elon took it over, people were charging $5,000 for a blue tick. Because there's people working in third world countries on like $1 an hour.
So what happens, you reckon? You reckon someone comes to them and says, yo, has this geezer, we just see him get a blue tick. We're going to give you $5,000. Can you give us all the information, please? Because they would only sell it one time, wouldn't they? Or do you reckon?
Yeah, that was before Elon took it over. Yeah, you'd get an agent who'd be like, oh, you want to get verified? I got someone who works in Twitter. We'll give you a blue tick. Give us 5K, you know, and they'll just bung the person and you get a blue tick.
But I mean, how do you reckon this guy got done? Do you reckon someone in, like, say, North Korea came up and goes, yo, I want the information for this guy here?
I reckon it's really complex, and someone who works in Twitter is finding people in the crypto space. Crypto's the easiest thing to siphon off and sell out.
So it could be like me, like, oh, nice. I just got a 500K crypto guy come in. So then I grab that information and then I go looking for buyers. Or do you reckon the buyer comes to you and then you facilitate it and you weren't even corrupt until this guy just offered you money that you can't refuse?
So we're going to do that London Scammer episode at some point, right?
Yeah.
And these guys do fraud, and what they do is they'll be putting up who works in this company, who works for Vodafone, who works for EE. We need an insider. So then they've got a Twitter insider. They've got someone who works for Vodafone insider. They'll put the two together, you know?
So do you reckon these serious operations have been run?
Yes, bro, they've been milking millions and millions.
And they basically are
daily.
gangs being run inside these network carriers.
Yeah.
That's
There'll
crazy,
be people.
bro.
They'll be putting people up for jobs just for the sheer sake of getting data. You know, data is so valuable.
Fucking die, you got protected data. Mad, innit?
I know, it's crazy, and we're giving out to all these companies to verify. I just done a visa the other day, selfie and a passport, and you know what you could do with that? Like, you could set up a bank, you could do anything, can't you?
It's scary, bro.
And the website I did the visa on is for India, so it was like, it was just the website looked like it'd be made in 1992, and I'm like, I'm giving them my scan of my passport, my selfie, you know?
It's dodgy.
It's crazy. But yeah, just one more little thing on that. So, like I said, the hacker's using a drainer, which is created by someone called Pink Drainer. And
What's Pink Drainer again?
Pink Drainer is an app basically which drains your wallet and sends to a designated address, and then Pink Drainer gets a cut of the profits. And
So the person who started that's a real rat then, basically.
yeah,
He set out to be a piece of...
just to drain people's wallets for a living.
Does anyone know this person, or is he like a hidden person?
He's hidden. He's anonymous. So,
Right.
so look what happened here. So Discord account was compromised with a different phone number than Twitter. So he's got two numbers now. They've got all his info. So he lost 50K on that wallet, and Google 2FA was bypassed on Twitter somehow again. His personal email compromised.
And
by
this is the
using
keys
SIM
that done
swap.
you, yeah?
Yeah, authorized by inside employee. So there's someone working in the SIM carrier who's done him over, and somehow they.
And that's giving benefit of the doubt, but it does look like that way, yeah?
Yeah, I don't know how you bypass Google Authenticator, and it's just mad. And it's not even
Seems
tied to his
fishy,
Twitter, so he's had all his stuff drained basically himself.
I wonder what people in the comments think. They can write down if you think it's a scam or not. So IncomeSharks is now robbed people for what? Is this the second time? Had he done it before you got done last time?
Yeah, so it's the second time he's been hacked, and yeah, so he's got a second time my account's been taken with 2FA. So he had 2FA on, so he's done everything he can. But the problem is his data's out there. So if your data's out there, there's a way to do it, you know?
All right. That's interesting. So you
So-
can change your data over changing numbers.
Even our 2FA text things, we should just have a separate number which is registered, you know, and we don't put that number out there unless it's on like just the form for 2FA, you know. We can't have it online anywhere. It's crazy.
Go to that this afternoon.
Yeah. I'm literally on it right now. I'm just like, it's too dangerous.
Yeah. Subscribe, guys.
Sweet.